But we are back once again. We've got Eric with us again. He was here with us last time. He brought 2 fantastic gins, but we are done with the gins.
Yes.
Eric is with us for the holidays.
We're going
He
on.
is.
We're going on to the next favorite, sour beers.
Eric
Sour
is the
beers.
gift that keeps on giving to us.
He is, exactly.
Well, there's
Just like
probably
friendship.
some of the best company to hang out with while you're indulging in some beverages.
Well,
that was awfully nice.
likewise.
Oh. All right. I don't know, like usually
warm,
I have something
fuzzy
funny or
moment.
witty. There's nothing after that.
No.
So we'll just get right into it. We've got a sour beer for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
I'm Keith,
And I'm Eric.
and we are aboutbeverages.com.
We are. And today we've got something from Russian River, who is a
One
favorite
of my favorites.
of
Yeah.
all 3 of us. Unfortunately, difficult to find here in the Southwest in Southern Arizona. I picked this up while I was in California several months back. There's a liquor store that I have found that I will not mention because I want to keep it secret.
Yes.
Because they keep having a good selection of things, and I don't want anyone else to find it.
Anybody outside of California,
Anyway,
or outside of that area.
Yeah, outside of that area. Like
We'd
I don't
all
even,
run.
It is a very interestingly little tucked away place that I bet. not
Okay,
even
you're
a
giving
lot of
away
people
too
find.
much.
I know.
Stop it.
Yeah, I will stop right now.
Edit that part out, please.
Yes, take that out. So what we've got today is it's the Temptation, I believe. Yeah, the Temptation, and this is a golden ale aged in Chardonnay barrels from Sonoma County.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Sour ale, barrel aged 9 to 12 months.
Yes, 9 to 12 months, and this one, just like the Consecration that we all adore and love so
yes.
much,
That I recently
also
enjoyed.
uses the. It's got the big 4 crazies in it. It's got the Brettanomyces, the Saccharomyces, the Lactobacillus,
Right.
and the I always forget the 4th one. The Pediococcus.
Yes.
Yes, the most
Yeah,
dirty.
I was quite
most
impressed.
dirty sounding one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed though with that you got the first 3 and
Thank
started
you.
on the 4th.
I was working on it there. Yeah.
It was coming. Yeah.
it
Whoa.
was.
Oh, hey,
Hey, hold
the
on.
pediococcus was coming. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. If you can find this one, usually around about $14 for the 375 mil.
Good, that's what I mean.
It's a little on the pricier side, but when you think about sours, that's
Worth
kind of what
it.
you expect to pay.
It's
right?
worth it. Yeah.
We'll find out. You might
Well,
change
I
your
don't.
mind.
Yeah, that's true. But typically, if you can find Russian River, you're guaranteed a pretty good beer.
Although you do get to a point. Like last time I was at Total Wine and I was, filling my basket with the Le Terroir, which we'll try here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
A few weeks or
Oh,
a
yeah.
week or whatever. We're
Yeah,
gonna
in a
get to
couple
that.
weeks. Yep.
And I had already decided on the Tart of Darkness, and you start looking at it and you think, oh my God, I'm spending a lot of money on beer, and
Yeah.
they're good and you're rewarded. But there was one, and it was actually, I think it was a goose.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't quite bring myself to spend the $12 for the 11, I think it was 11 ounces or 12 ounces. I just with all the other one, I would love to try it, and that's where it's kind of a neat thing. Like when we've gone to the beer tastings that Bruce throws, because you're able to bring something, and then at least you get a little taste of it, and then you can decide whether you want to invest more time and money.
I'll tell you. I went to Plaza and I bought the Tart of Darkness, and I believe it was the Goose Island Juliet. And $48 later, I said,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I can't tell my wife that I just spent this because I'll be in big trouble. So,
Well, I was like, okay, I'll buy this one, and then I can justify this one because it's for Thanksgiving.
yes.
So okay,
There you go.
That's
I had a few purchases like that as well. Where I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is for the Thanksgiving over at
Thanksgiving
Keith's house.
visit.
This will work
That's
out
okay.
well."
Right.
Yeah, that is one of the great things, especially around the holidays. Everyone's usually throwing some sort of get together or celebration, and if you can kind of tie it into some sort of theme in that way of beverages, it's really nice because then you're not spending all the money, and you can try so many different things.
Right.
If you go to a party, it's something I highly recommend. Like I said, we've been lucky enough to go to a few of those get-togethers, either for sour beers or
Sure.
just even we did a barrel-aged beer thing that we went to.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. And it's just neat because those usually are the more expensive things. And, being able to try many of them for the cost of the one bottle that you bring over is great.
It really makes the most sense in terms of cost effectiveness and tasting. Although, if you really want a great adventure, Great American Beer Fest is the place to go.
I know. How
Am
was
I
it?
already
I didn't
smelling
go.
this beer?
You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's talk about the color here real quick.
A
Yellow
beautiful gold.
Yeah.
It's like strands of a Swedish maiden's hair.
Wow.
Oh.
Yes.
Tell me more about you, about this wonderful,
I don't even know
this
if I want
wonderful
the
vision you
beer
have.
anymore.
It came to me in a dream.
I just want to hear more about Eric's story.
Strands of the Swedish maiden's hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that hair on her head?
Oh. Yes.
Gentleman never tells.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
It's almost like a hint of
Heaven?
yeah. Yeah.
Heaven exists. I found it in this glass.
It's like a tart, almost like a hint of tart apple with a undertone of sweet grape.
Grape goodness.
Yeah.
Like there's like the Granny Smith kind of tart apple,
Yeah.
the green apple
But
in there.
but with a grape like
Oh my God.
back finish.
I could just smell that one all day long, I think.
When are they going to?
If I get to the point where I can't have anything to drink anymore, I will just sniff this all day.
you'll be the official sniffer.
Yeah,
of
I
our
will just.
podcast.
I will just.
I'll
no,
just be
but
over
this
like,
beer.
This is delicious.
This one.
Oh, just
Yeah.
this one.
You're the one.
When are they going to make?
You were the chosen one.
We've chose wisely.
Yeah.
When are they going to make ladies' perfume that smells like this?
Oh my God.
The world would be a different place if they did.
world would be a
I'd
different-
probably have been divorced by now if they'd created
You
a
just have to make
perfume.
sure your wife wears those things.
Honey, you're gonna need to wear this.
Yeah.
You just walk by and psst, spare. What did you do? Nothing.
I will tell you, it's moments like these again that make me love and hate Russian River
Yeah.
all at
Yeah.
the same
Right.
time.
Yes.
Curse you guys for being jerks and not shipping your delicious beer to us.
They skip right over our state
Oh,
and go
totally.
to other states.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they probably have it in Wyoming.
We've chronicled
You know?
this whole. Yeah,
they
we have.
totally do.
Right.
Utah's the biggest anti-drinking state, but we've got a full supply of Russian River there. Screw you guys.
We've had plenty that sat there for 3, 4, 5 months. It's like, oh, great. And they just have no like needs of like I was looking at that the other day. Like they're not.
No.
They're happy to be where they're
They're-
at. They don't
yeah.
want to. And like you said, applaud on one side
right.
because you're like, wow, that's great that they're keeping the
Yes.
quality, and obviously the quality we'll see if it's there,
Yeah.
which we assume it kind of already is.
Right.
But at the same time, when you're not within the region, it sucks.
Yeah, it's awful. And you beg and plead with anyone driving towards California, please bring me a bottle, anything.
At least just a tweet about it.
Yeah. And then I'll tweet you back how much I hate you.
Anything else specific on the nose?
No, I
Or
think
you just don't want to.
tart apple, sweet grapey goodness.
Yeah.
Just
and
delicious.
The scent of
Time
a
for the-
woman.
The scent,
Wow.
the scent
Al
of heaven.
Pacino is in my glass.
That's right. That's crisp and refreshing.
It's a little more reserved than I thought.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Flavor wise, it doesn't like beat you over the head with the sourness, but
No.
the flavors are still good.
Yeah. I think
Um,
the aroma is a little bit more inviting and
Mhm.
interesting than the actual
Yeah.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a little hint of bready on the back. Just a touch.
Well, it is a golden ale, so there's probably, and that's probably a little bit from the Brett, but there's probably like because of the.
You
It's
say
kinda-
bread or Brett?
Brett.
Brett.
Oh, did you
Okay.
actually say Brett? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I thought you
I,
said
I
Brett.
thought you
like
said
bread.
bready, like
Oh,
yeasty.
okay.
I thought
No,
you were going for like
Brett-
yeasty.
That's what I
Brett,
thought you were going
yeah,
to. Okay.
no,
yeah,
not-
no, I would agree. Yeah, 100%.
There's a good hint of Brett right at the back.
yeah. Yeah, that's definitely.
But it's
But because I don't like that if it's only that and too much of that.
Yeah.
But that's a nice blend of that right in there.
But you know what? I think it imparts kind of a little lemony, salty touch. More lemony, I guess. Brettness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's interesting, and I've learned because I used to kind of steer away from Brett beers. It seemed like every time I had them when it was by themselves,
Right.
it was more toward the barnyard funk,
Yeah.
which, toned back is okay,
Yeah.
but it's still not one of my favorites. But I guess Brettanomyces actually can really impart that kind of almost a lacto kind of flavor. It can
Yeah.
be more toward the depending on
Right.
the temperature and all those kind of things in which it's fermented, which I didn't know up until recently.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. These are ultra complex beers, but I think they're wonderful. Now, this isn't probably my favorite representation from Russian River, but I think it's delicious
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Yeah, the flavor is a lot less complex than the aroma,
Mhm.
which is kind of what knocks it down a little bit. Whereas, like when we've had the Consecration or some of the other ones, where it's like, oh, these so many different things, and then the
Yeah.
taste is just out of
It's
this world.
right on par. And
Yeah.
then, the scents are there. The flavor is there. This one was hitting me right on the nose as soon as you poured it. But in terms of flavor, it's a good, well-rounded.
You're like, ooh, you pour it, you're excited, ooh, that aroma, and then, but then okay,
plateau.
And you kind of plateau.
You do
Yeah.
plateau.
Taste.
It doesn't keep.
And even-
it
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
keep rising.
It's like you said, very good, very tasty, but didn't take it to that next level when you tasted it.
And
Right.
even though the aging is kind of in there, I don't get a lot of like. I guess I thought that maybe you might get some little more qualities from the wood
Sure.
and things like that, which I get maybe.
Maybe the dryness is from the wood.
Yeah, that could
It was
be.
a little dry on the front.
But it does. It doesn't impart what I thought that it might.
No,
Like I
no.
thought maybe there might be a creaminess in there. Maybe there might be something from. I mean, something.
Yeah.
From the barrels, like I said themselves, or pulling. I guess what that's really affecting is we are getting a good amount of grapiness.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of pulling out of these used
Right.
barrels, that kind of thing.
Right.
So.
I definitely, this kind of lingers just at the back portion of the roof of my mouth. You know.
Yeah. On the soft
just
palate,
yeah,
it
it just kind of hangs out right there. But still,
It's just
quite
chilling.
delicious.
It's just hanging
Yeah.
out. It's just
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah. It's like a friend that's not going to leave.
Certainly not gonna. Yeah, not drink it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, will be fully consumed.
Head on over to the website at aboutbeverages.com and check out the tasting notes that we will have for this tempting beer from Russian River, and definitely see where it hits on our recommendation scale. Probably a little bit up there,
Yeah.
It's not a.
but maybe not as high as as we initially
Well,
had thought.
yeah, yeah.
The aroma way up here. Oh, right,
Flavor?
right there. And flavor down just a
Yeah.
little bit, but good.
Yeah.
but
But
very good.
Still quality. Consecration, better beer, temptation, pretty tasty.
Pretty tasty.
Yeah.
And I also did like what was the other one, the sanctification was
Oh,
good
yeah,
too. That one
sanctification.
kind of had some of the notes of this in there too.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that one is just lactobacillus.
Right.
But
Yeah.
But that is another note.
Absolutely.
But whether we like it or not,
You should give it a shot.